Air pollution is considered one of the leading causes of deaths globally. The World Health Organization, WHO, has identified it as a significant public health concern, estimating that it contributes to millions of premature deaths each year. Specifically, fine particulate matter, PM2.5, pollution, which consists of tiny particles suspended in the air, is of particular concern. These particles can penetrate deep into the respiratory system and enter the bloodstream, causing a range of health problems. Long-term exposure to high levels of PM2.5 has been linked to respiratory diseases, cardiovascular diseases, lung cancer, and other adverse health effects. Other forms of air pollution, such as nitrogen dioxide, NO2, sulfur dioxide, SO2, ozone, O3, and volatile organic compounds, VOX, also contribute to health problems and premature deaths, although to a lesser extent than PM2.5. It's worth noting that the health impacts of air pollution can vary across different regions and populations, depending on factors such as local pollution sources, socioeconomic conditions, and individual susceptibility. Vulnerable groups such as children, the elderly, and those with pre-existing health conditions are often more susceptible to the adverse effects of air pollution. Addressing air pollution requires a comprehensive approach involving policies and measures to reduce emissions from various sources, including industrial activities, transportation, energy production, and household cooking and heating methods. Transitioning to cleaner energy sources, promoting sustainable transportation options, improving waste management, and implementing stricter air quality regulations are some of the strategies aimed at reducing air pollution and protecting public health. Segment 1. What is air pollution? Air pollution is the presence of harmful substances in the air that can pose a risk to human health, animals, plants, and the environment as a whole. These substances, known as air pollutants, can be either solid particles or gases. Air pollution is a global problem that affects both urban and rural areas. Common air pollutants include particulate matter, PM2.5 and PM10. These are tiny solid or liquid particles suspended in the air, often emitted from industrial processes, vehicle exhaust, and the burning of fossil fuels. PM2.5 refers to particles with a diameter of 2.5 micrometers or less, which can penetrate deep into the respiratory system. Nitrogen dioxide, NO2. This is a gas produced from the burning of fossil fuels, primarily in vehicles, power plants, and industrial processes. NO2 is a significant contributor to respiratory problems and can react with other pollutants to form harmful secondary pollutants such as ozone. Sulfur dioxide, SO2. This gas is mainly emitted from burning fossil fuels containing sulfur, such as coal and oil. It is a major cause of acid rain and can also contribute to respiratory and cardiovascular issues. Ozone, O3. While ozone in the upper atmosphere is beneficial, ground-level ozone is a harmful pollutant. It forms when nitrogen oxides and volatile organic compounds, VOX, react in the presence of sunlight. Ground-level ozone can cause respiratory problems and damage vegetation. Volatile organic compounds, VOX. These are organic chemicals that vaporize at room temperature and contribute to the formation of ground-level ozone. VOX are released from various sources, including vehicle emissions, industrial processes, and solvents. Segment 2. Health impacts of air pollution. Air pollution has significant health implications and can lead to various illnesses and diseases. Respiratory diseases. Prolonged exposure to air pollution can increase the risk of respiratory problems such as asthma, bronchitis, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. Air pollutants irritate the respiratory system, inflame the airways, and reduce lung function. Cardiovascular diseases. Air pollution has been linked to an increased risk of heart attacks, strokes, and other cardiovascular diseases. Fine particulate matter, PM2.5, and other pollutants can enter the bloodstream, causing inflammation and damage to blood vessels, leading to cardiovascular problems. Other health concerns. Air pollution can have wide-ranging effects on human health. It can impair lung development in children, leading to long-term respiratory issues. Additionally, exposure to air pollutants has been associated with allergies, eye irritation, neurological problems, and adverse mental health effects. Certain groups are more vulnerable to the health impacts of air pollution. Children, their developing respiratory systems make them more susceptible to the harmful effects of pollutants. Elderly individuals, they may have pre-existing health conditions that can be exacerbated by poor air quality. Pregnant women, air pollution can affect fetal development and lead to complications during pregnancy. Individuals with pre-existing conditions, people with respiratory diseases, cardiovascular issues, or compromised immune systems are at a higher risk of health problems from air pollution. It is crucial to address air pollution through effective policies, regulations, and individual actions to protect public health and create a cleaner environment. Part 2. Global impact of air pollution. Segment 1. Statistics and numbers. Air pollution has a profound global impact, resulting in numerous deaths and illnesses. Here are some statistics sourced from reputable organizations like the World Health Organization, WHO, and the Global Burden of Disease. Health impact. According to the WHO, Outdoor air pollution is estimated to cause 4.2 million premature deaths worldwide each year. This includes conditions such as respiratory diseases, cardiovascular diseases, and lung cancer. Disease burden. The Global Burden of Disease Study estimates that air pollution is one of the leading risk factors for global disease burden, contributing to approximately 8% of all deaths globally. Regional variations. The impact of air pollution varies across regions. Developing countries, particularly in Asia and Africa, face a higher burden of air pollution-related health problems due to rapid industrialization, urbanization, and inadequate pollution control measures. Economic costs. Air pollution not only affects public health but also carries significant economic costs. Healthcare expenses, lost productivity, and damage to crops and infrastructure contribute to the economic burden of air pollution. Segment 2. Environmental consequences. Air pollution has wide-ranging environmental consequences. Impact on ecosystems. Air pollutants can harm vegetation, crops, and forests through direct damage or by altering soil chemistry. This can lead to reduced agricultural yields, forest degradation, and biodiversity loss. Climate change connection. Many air pollutants, such as carbon dioxide, CO2, methane, CH4, and black carbon, act as greenhouse gases, contributing to global warming and climate change. The warming of the planet can result in severe weather events, rising sea levels, and ecological disruptions. Acid rain. Air pollutants like sulfur dioxide, SO2, and nitrogen oxides, NOx, can combine with moisture in the atmosphere to form acid rain. Acid rain has detrimental effects on soil quality, freshwater ecosystems, and infrastructure like buildings and statues. Part 3. Combating air pollution. Segment 1. Government actions and policies. Governments and international organizations have taken various measures to combat air pollution. International agreements and protocols. Agreements like the Paris Agreement focus on reducing greenhouse gas emissions to mitigate climate change. The Montreal Protocol specifically targets the phase-out of ozone-depleting substances. National initiatives. Governments set air quality standards, establish emission reduction targets, and promote the transition to clean energy sources. This includes regulations on vehicle emissions, industrial pollution control, and the promotion of renewable energy. Case studies. Several countries have implemented successful policies to tackle air pollution. For example, China has taken significant steps to reduce particulate matter pollution through stricter regulations, investment in clean technologies, and increased renewable energy capacity. Segment 2. Individual actions and lifestyle changes. Individuals can contribute to reducing air pollution through the following actions. Using public transportation, cycling, or walking instead of relying on private vehicles to reduce emissions from transportation. Conserving energy at home by using energy-efficient appliances, proper insulation, and reducing electricity consumption. Adopting sustainable practices such as recycling, reducing waste, and using environmentally friendly products. Spreading awareness and advocating for clean air initiatives in communities, supporting organizations working towards air pollution reduction, and engaging in environmental activism. It is crucial for individuals, communities, governments, and organizations to work together to address air pollution through a combination of policy measures, technological advancements, and individual responsibility. By taking collective action, we can improve air quality, protect human health, and preserve the environment for future generations.